coming from someone that is working 2 jobs and has like the income of a significant other and all that, and still struggling to get by, like, it should not be like that. Life should not be like that. And it's really sad that society is how it is right now, and just not knowing, like, if you're gonna be able to provide the Christmas for your kid that you wish you could. And it's just really sad, and I just wish it was better.
You know what's crazy? I remember being in middle school getting a large iced coffee for $2 and some change. I got this medium for $5 and like 13 cents. And then yesterday, I seen a TikTok of how in the end of 2019, a McChicken was $1.19, and now it's damn nearly $5. Now, I got this as a little treat for myself because I haven't been able to afford buying out coffee in like 2 months. The cost of living, sweetheart. Whew.
So I've just done like a half weekly shop in Sainsbury's, and I spent £100. Well, I spent £85.13, but to me that's £100. And let me show you what I bought. So I bought this bag and I bought this bag. So right now I need to unpack like how it got to £100. My husband made a good point and asked me what's the most expensive item I bought, and I checked my receipt, and the most expensive item was an iron, a travel iron I bought for £10. A lot of the things I also bought were price matched to Aldi, so it's just not making any sense. Anyway, let's unpack. So maybe once we unpack we can understand. First and foremost, I bought these Ella's Kitchen melty sticks, 2 bags of vegetables. So then I got some fruits. Here is my travel iron. Then I bought these protein puddings. Also bought some cherries. Then I bought some bolognese sauce and some mince. Bought some eggs. I bought these crisps for him as well. Some honey for breakfast. Got some butter, fresh broccoli, and some sweet corn. Got quite a few pouches for Gabriel of yogurt. I bought some McVitie's digestives, milk chocolate biscuit. Bought some spaghetti for Gabriel, this new cup with a straw. Some frozen sausages, some raisins, some sweet peppers, some milk, corn flour and baking powder, skinless basa fillets. If you know, you know. If you don't, get to know. Yogurt, some vanilla, fridge raiders and some curry powder.
Doritos should be £1. 3 nugs! 3 nugs is what we're paying for Chris these days. Rishi, count your days. These chocolates used to be 4 for £1. Just buy 4 of these and resell them in store and make a profit, 50p each. Now they're selling it for almost £2. That's extortion. Oh, they used to be £3. Sounds crisp on a drink. I was getting my bargain. Now let's have a look. £1.90, almost £4 for a meal deal. Where is the deal in that meal? It used to be 30 pence each. Tell me why. These are 80 pence. Rishi, 80 pence. Is that what it's come to, Rishi?
So you know how everybody used to say, like, leave your house, spend $100? No, not anymore. Now it's leave your house, spend $200. You go outside, you gotta eat food, you gotta get gas, plus whatever else you're spending. You try to stay home and now your AC has to be on from morning to night, making your electricity bill $350. Like, I'm tired of spending money, and I don't know if that sounds ridiculous because it's not like anyone's putting a gun to your head and saying spend all this money, but please send help.
There's one girl on TikTok and she's like, I guess their rent was $2,500 a month and their landlord's raising their rent to $4,000 a month.
Oh. The cost of living is the highest it's ever been, and people still have the nerve to say that we're just not budgeting enough. Oh, if you cut back on luxuries like electricity and going to visit your family, then you should be good. Jobs are purposely not hiring people so that they can hoard money, and people are still like, oh, you're just not applying to 100 jobs a day. That's the real problem. People so badly want this to be an individual failure so that they don't have to admit that this is a societal failure. Our society is setting us up to struggle and be poor so that the rich can get richer.
Ever see the people on this app that are like, if you want to be successful, you need at least 5 sources of income? Bro, I just want to live. It's crazy that a house used to be able to live off of one income. Used to be able to feed the kids, pay the bills, and even go on vacation sometimes off of one income, and now that's a pipe dream. Now it takes two parents working 40 hours a week each, and that's just to pay off this month's bills. That's not even next month's bills. Also, keep in mind, it takes most people 30 years to pay off a house. A thing we need to live. 30 years. Please don't explain to me how the system works. I understand. But I'm asking, is this how we really want to do this? There are certainly other ways to do this. Ones that haven't even been invented yet, that we haven't even thought of. But we're just sticking with this, I guess. I don't think humans are this dumb. I think we're starting to realize that maybe this isn't the way we should be doing things. And I think we're going to figure something out soon, and a big change is going to happen. It's important I add this, though. Our expectations of life have gone larger. Most houses back then only had one car, one family car, 1 to 2, and the whole family used it. Nowadays, there's a car per family member, it seems like. Also, rooms. Kids always shared rooms back then. The houses were much, much smaller. But nowadays, most likely every kid has their own room, or at least you try to have that. Houses had one phone. They weren't paying a Wi-Fi bill or anything, or subscriptions or anything like that. And most houses didn't even have TV. And if they did have TV, they only had one, and everyone had to share it. However, there are 3 key factors to society that have gone up at insane rates over the past 50 years. And that is land, education, and healthcare. The prices of these things have been going up at an insane rate, and I'll put the numbers on the screen. See, the issue kind of loops together here because, we all have phones and we all have cars. They cost a lot, but they're almost essential to making money and living nowadays. Especially if you live in the suburbs, you can't really walk or ride your bike. Sometimes there's not even sidewalks because the places are dominated with roads that are made for cars. Not only this, phones, the internet, emails, websites, that's what all businesses run on now, and you got to be on it to work with it. So you need that. And it's also unrealistic to have one family share a car because we all got to go to work. We can't all be carpooling because we work at different times and all this stuff. Like,